Hey, what's going on? Welcome back to the channel. This is your DJ Jimmy. I'm so happy you're here with me. So what I have for you today is an update on some of the products I have recently purchased and unboxed for you guys. Let's get started. Let's go. Okay, welcome back. So like I mentioned, I was gonna give you guys an update on some of the products that I had previously reviewed for you guys on my previous videos, starting with the EKX 15Ps right here. So I did get these used, and no, I did not get a warranty, and boy, do I regret that. So what happened after I did the unboxing, I kind of had them there. I had already had them for about 10 days when I had give you guys that review. I didn't test them out beforehand. I did have a 7-day return if something happened to them. So I had already exceeded those days. So I wasn't able to return them. But during my very first event, which was the Salome High School, which you guys saw the video of, I don't show you guys where this gives out or tell you guys what's going on. But during that event, this speaker right here started to give out on me. It kept shutting off and on, off and on. I didn't know what was going on. I was trying to fix it right there and then, but I couldn't figure it out. So I ended up just running this speaker itself. But honestly, with just this one speaker, man, this thing was a beast, because I was able to just sound that whole entire auditorium that we were in with just this one speaker. And I went down to see what it sounded like. I did have my subwoofer with me, but just this one itself, man, it sounded great. Honestly, I couldn't really tell the difference. It almost sounded like as if I had both of my alto speakers there with me, with just this one speaker. So this speaker is awesome, especially considering I was able to just run that whole place with just this one speaker. So yeah. So I ended up getting recommended this one person who a bunch of people recommended. Nobody that I know, but a couple people from the Guitar said that there was this one guy who could fix anything. So I ended up taking to that guy. And the guy did let me know the minute I took it to him that it was gonna be about 2 weeks because he is behind. And I said that was fine. Ended up taking him about a month before I got my speaker back. So I finally got my speaker back from this guy a month later. I didn't test it out the minute I got it back from him, so I probably should have did that. But anyways, I ended up taking it to my very first event, and it kept doing the exact same thing. It kept shutting off and on, off and on. So I'm assuming the guy didn't even fix anything. He said he did. He fixed the power source or something, or power circuit, but it kept doing the exact same thing. So I ended up taking it back to him, and long story short, I ended up getting it back about 3 to 4 weeks later. So I had it with this guy for a total of about 2 months, okay? And luckily I had my alto speakers as a backup, because if I didn't, I would have ended up having to purchase some new speakers. Luckily I didn't have to, because I had the altos. That's why in a lot of my Djgiglogs you guys saw the alto speakers and not these bad boys, because I didn't have these with me. So I ended up getting it back from him, and I have tested it out. I actually got it back about 7 days ago, and I've been testing it out every single day now, which is what you should be doing when you get your product back from wherever it is. Even if you get them brand new, test them out right away, make sure that they work. So yeah, so other than that, there's really nothing else I can really tell you guys. Everything else, again, I've been testing both of these out. I know this one hasn't given out on me. This one works fine. And honestly, I really can't wait to take these back out with me, where both of these hopefully work. So again, you know, as I'm doing my Djgiglogs, I'll let you guys know how everything's going during those times. But besides that, that's really all I have about these bad boys. And let's move on to the next one. Okay, so really quick, I just wanted to kind of let you guys know what I paid overall, with the original price that I paid for these speakers used, plus what it cost me to get that one speaker fixed. So I originally paid about $560 for both of these speakers used online. So that was without the warranty, of course. And then what it cost me to get it fixed both times, I had paid about a total of like $360 or I think it was $340. So I believe total price was about 900 bucks for both of these speakers. And as of right now, they are both working. So like I mentioned, I do regret not getting a warranty, but it is what it is. So yeah, so I just wanted to cover that real quick. Okay, let's move on to the next one. Let's move on to the next one. Okay, so what do I have here? I have the Wash FX 2s and the bag that they go in, okay? So I was gonna give you guys an update on these as well. So I did buy these brand new, straight out of the box. You know, I bought these from the Guitar Center, like I mentioned in my previous video. So honestly, these lights right here have done exactly what I bought them for, which is to cover a bunch of area, no matter what type of event I'm doing. And they've done exactly that. From doing a big old huge prom to doing a smaller backyard event, to small, you know, venues, it doesn't matter. These things do exactly what they're supposed to. They wash a huge amount of area. So honestly, there's really nothing else I can really say about these lights. I mean, they have UV as well. I'm gonna be doing a black light party or a neon party coming up soon. So these things will be coming out with me and I'll be using them for that. Since I bought these, man, my setup has actually been a lot easier. I just literally put these on top of my speakers. Before I used to have to put about 4 lights on top of my speakers. Now I just put these 2 bad boys on top, man, and they do exactly what they are supposed to. They cover a huge amount of area. So that is awesome, honestly. And with these, in case you guys are wondering, no, I didn't get a warranty. I bought a bunch of lights that I have never bought warranties for. So I didn't do that, and maybe I should have, but I didn't. But these have not given me any problems at all. They've worked perfectly ever since I bought them, so I have really no complaints about these. And if you guys remember as well, in my previous video where I unboxed these, I had bought a bag so I could be able to place both of these inside of. And the bag that I bought ended up not being for these lights. But when I looked them up to see where these lights could fit in, they did tell me that I think there's a CHS by Chauvet, the VIP bag, I believe it was a 30 that I bought, the CHS 30, and it was way too big for it. So I didn't know which size was what. Luckily I did more research, which I would advise everybody to do. Or if you're watching this, now you guys know. So this is the CHS 25 bag by Chauvet. So this is the VIP CHS 25. And honestly, this thing right here carries these 2 wash effect lights perfectly. As you guys see, I mean this thing will bend down, so it doesn't come out too much, but still, I mean, these things fit perfectly inside this bag. And it has a divider. The other bags did have dividers. I ended up finding them at the bottom. Somebody had commented on my video and said that they're at the bottom, and so I was able to find them. So thank you to you who told me that they were at the bottom. I did end up finding them. So this one had it as well, the divider. But as you guys see, this bag fits perfect. I mean, these lights fit perfectly inside this bag, just like that. So if you guys are looking for a bag for your wash lights, I mean, this thing fits perfectly. And I normally do not carry my wires with this bag, but I said, you know what? I'm gonna get the full use out of this bag. So I decided to put my cables in here, which is just my power cables, which is perfect, you know? So this thing carries my power cables. And again, this isn't the one that came with the wash lights because I like to have them longer because they run down from the top of my speakers. So I need about a 15 footer. So I buy these on Amazon. So yeah, but this thing, even it being longer, it fits perfectly in this front pocket right here. And I got the other cable back here. So yeah, I mean, this bag is just perfect for my Wash FX 2s, you know. So yeah, so I just kind of want to give you guys an update. So again, I didn't end up keeping the other bags. I ended up returning them and getting this one, and this thing has worked perfectly. It takes care of my lights, it protects them, which is exactly what I wanted the bag for. So yeah, so that's pretty much everything on the Wash FX 2. Now I did kind of want to review the ETX 18sp subwoofer that I bought, that you guys probably have seen the video on as well, but I haven't been able to use that one. I have tested it out, so I did test that one out. I got a warranty on that one. I did get a 2-year warranty on that subwoofer because that was a very expensive speaker and I got a good deal on it, like I mentioned in my video. There's really nothing I can really say because I haven't been able to take it out to any events, because a lot of my events that I have done have been a lot smaller events, but I will be taking it out sometime this month. We are now in August, so I will be taking it out to one of my events this month, and I will let you guys know during the event or after the event how that speaker performed. And I know somebody mentioned if I can test out the speaker. There's really no way I can really test it out. You guys are not gonna hear it, but I know one person commented that if I could test it out or you know, do a sound test on it. But again, you guys are not gonna hear it the same way I hear it. So I'm kind of like weird on that. I don't have like the little meter that reads how, you know, how powerful it is or signals and everything. I don't know all that kind of stuff. So I don't have that equipment with me. And I don't know if I would ever purchase one, but who knows? But as of right now, I'm not sure if I'm gonna do one. If you guys would still wanna hear it, please let me know, and I will do a video on a sound test on that 18sp ETX speaker by Electro Voice. I'll be glad to do it for you guys, okay? So again, the wash lights work perfectly. I love the bag. The EKX 15 speakers, man, I can't wait to take those out to my very first event. But other than that, that's really all I have for you guys. Again, if you guys have any questions or any comments, please feel free to leave those down in the comment section. I do reply back. And other than that, like always, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe to the channel, like the video. And other than that, with that, I will pass. Peace.